confrontation. The government is planning to launch a ride-hailing service modelled after Uber and Ola called Sahkar Taxi in the coming months. While speaking in the Lok Sabha, Home Minister Amit Shah, who also holds the Ministry of Cooperation, said that the profit will go directly to drivers and not to intermediaries. Shilpa joins us now with more. Shilpa, what details do we have on this proposed cab-hailing app that the government is launching?
Well, better earnings and a more equitable ecosystem, that seems to be the idea behind the government's latest announcement of the Sahkar Taxi. Now, this is a cooperative taxi service that aims to create a more fair system for drivers. Unlike Ola and Uber, which charge commissions of 20 to 30%, the government says Sahkar Taxi will ensure that the profits go directly to drivers, so they earn more out of taxi driving. So a zero commission model is what we will likely see. Now, the service will include two-wheeler taxis, auto rickshaws and four-wheelers as well. Now, the rollout is expected to be in the coming months, though exact details has not come from the ministry on what the pricing will be like, what the operations will be like either. Now, currently, if you know, Ola and Uber dominate the market, but the drivers' dissatisfaction has been high. There have been several complaints about differential pricing, long working hours, reduced earnings due to the high commission fees. Now, in response, some states have already launched their own alternatives. West Bengal, for instance, has Yatri Sathi and Karnataka's Namma Yatri. Now, both these government-backed ones operate on a zero commission model. Yatri Sathi was launched in July 2023. It has nearly 89,000 drivers, whereas Namma Yatri, which was first introduced in November 2022, has grown to about 4.2 lakh auto and cab drivers. Now, Sahkar Taxi is expected to follow a similar cooperative model to offer a more viable livelihood to drivers with zero commission. Now, one challenge, however, lies in the ambiguity in the legal framework that governs regulations around two-wheeler taxi services in India. But the larger idea here is for the government to expand India's cooperative movement. Now, the country has seen successful cooperatives in the dairy sector with brands like Amul, KMF, Avin, etc. Now, the government wants to extend this model to transport and even, in fact, insurance. However, while multiple state governments have introduced their own taxi services, none of them have actually seen adoption that is wide enough to truly challenge the dominance of Ola and Uber. So, whether Sahkar Taxi, will be able to break that trend, and how it does that is something that remains to be seen. Back to you.